Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to tell you a really gross story. But before I do, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I'm filming off my phone still because I lost my adapter for my memory card to put into my computer from my camera. So I have no idea where it is. It's got to be in my house somewhere. It's probably hiding in plain sight, but yeah, so I'm filming off my phone and I hope that's okay. So today I'm going to tell you the story that is really gross. So before anybody watches this video, a little disclaimer, it's very disgusting, and if you have a weak stomach, be prepared. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so basically there was this man named Armin Meiwes, and he was a German computer technician, and he was pretty normal other than the fact that he had a pretty large interest in cannibalism. And if you're like 9 years old and you're watching this video and you have no idea what cannibalism is, it's when people eat other people. So Armin would frequently visit these cannibalism sites that talked about it or showed photos of it, and he took this large interest in it, and he would be browsing the internet for this type of stuff. But then he found this blog called Cannibal Cafe. I'm pretty sure that that is pretty self-explanatory, but it was a blog where people would share their common interest in cannibalism. So soon enough, he began to place these advertisements on Cannibal Cafe, looking for somebody to volunteer themselves to be slaughtered and then eaten. The one thing that he never did, though, was force anybody to do this. He would put out an ad, and if anyone showed interest in it, then they would message him. The good thing about it, at least, was if they showed interest and then they started backing off and they didn't want to do it anymore, he respected their wishes and he did not force them to do anything. But on the website, he did post that he was looking for a well-built 18 to 30-year-old man that was in good shape to be slaughtered and then eaten, and that was what his advertisement said. Shh, it's okay. So then one day there was this man, and I cannot pronounce his name for the life of me because it's German and it's got those dots above the words, and I have no idea how to pronounce his name, but his last name, pretty sure it's pronounced Brandis. So this man, Brandis, found Meiwes' ad on Cannibalism Cafe, and he actually did message him, and he volunteered himself partially. We'll get to that. But on March 9th, 2001, he went to Meiwes' house. So once Brandis got to Meiwes' house, Meiwes is the cannibal, he gave him permission to amputate his penis. Dong thing, wee wee, no square. Anyways, you get the point. He gave him permission to cut off his thing. So Meiwes amputated it, and then they both ate it. So Meiwes did amputate it, and then they both attempted to eat it. So both of them did. So I'm guessing that Brandis saw the ad and he was also interested in cannibalism, so he decided to eat his own thing with Meiwes. So they both tried to eat it, but then they both said that it was too chewy and they couldn't finish it. So what gets me is that Brandis did take 20 sleeping pills plus a whole bottle of schnapps, which is alcohol. This happened after they amputated his thing. I'm pretty sure it happened after. So my thing is, like, why would you, I'm just confused because why would you take all those drugs after it gets cut off? Because, like, I would want to be knocked out for it. But anyways, before they started trying to eat it, he took all of that medication and alcohol. But after the amputation, Meiwes did set up a really nice bath for him, and he would check on him every 15 minutes. And you know, honestly, that's just good. That's just being a good host. Because if you're going to cut off a man's genitals and try to eat it with him, you should at least draw him a bath and then check on him at least every 15 minutes. I feel like that should be a given. But yeah, if you're gonna eat a man's penis, you should definitely draw him a bath after. Anyways, so a while after he was in the bath, he got out and then started becoming unconscious, clearly because he was bleeding so much and he was losing a lot of blood, and he also had taken so many sleeping pills and he was really drunk. But the thing is that Meiwes wanted to slaughter somebody, as he said in the ad, but Brandis never actually gave specific permission for him to kill him. So for a while, Meiwes was like, do I kill him or do I not? Like, he's unconscious, but he never actually gave me permission to. But eventually, Meiwes actually did end up killing Brandis by stabbing him in the throat. And then, this is really gross, but he hung his body on a meat hanger, which is like a giant, think of like a giant fish hook, and if you go to like a meat market, sometimes you'll see like pigs hanging off of them or just meat, and he took his body and hung it on the meat hook. And I don't know where that hook went. Up inside the body. All I know is that if I'm being hung from a meat hook, I better be dead before it happens, because I don't want to feel that. So another thing is, before all of this happened, he did record everything. So Meiwes did record everything that happened between him and Brandes, like them eating his thing, him drawing him a bath, and him killing him, and everything in between that. So there was video proof of all of this happening, and he kept it. And so after he hung his body on like the meat hanger, it lasted him about 10 months, and he kept eating it throughout that 10 months. What I am confused about is, how does that last him 10 months? Maybe he chopped it all up and like put it in the freezer? I'm not sure, because I feel like that's the only way that that would work, because like meat in a freezer and stuff, that's gonna go bad, right? Like, I wouldn't know because I'm not a cannibal. But like, how does that last him 10 months? This guy's gotta be really big, right? To last him 10 months, if he's eating it like on a regular basis? Or maybe not. Now that I think of it, a chicken can last me like quite a while. Anyways, it lasted him like 10 months. So about a year and a half later, Meiwes was actually reported to the police because a college student was seeing him solicit more people online and trying to get them to do the same thing. And so the cops were called and the police searched his home. And of course they found parts of dead bodies, clearly eaten, and they also found his videotapes with him and Brandes. So he was convicted, of course, but the part that really gets me, which is really funny but also kind of messed up, is that he apologized for his actions and what he did, and then he became a vegetarian. Like, if you're gonna kill a man and eat a man for like 10 months, at least become a vegan. It is the least you can do. Like, he apologizes for killing a man and eating his dong, and then also eating the rest of him. And then he becomes vegetarian. You go from cannibal to vegetarian. You don't even take that pescatarian step in the middle. But yeah, I feel like throwing up now. That's disgusting. But I hope you enjoyed that story. So you can look it up. It's Armin Meiwes. I'll have his name in the description. But I hope you enjoyed that story. Anyways, that is all I have for you today. I hope that you're staying in your house and you're staying safe from this virus and you're washing your hands, because if you're not, that is disgusting. Stay away from people. People are gross. Anyways, so thank you for watching my video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week with probably another really gross story. Bye!